Please stand or remain standing for the presentation of the colors. Following the presentation of colors, Student Government Association President Enzo Laronetta will lead us in the pledge. Mr. Laronetta?
Now, please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to the flags of the United States and Texas. After the pledges, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Let's go.
Please turn to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. What? There we go. There we go.
It's okay.
You told me to go.
It's okay.
You ready?
It's okay.
No, I'm ready.
Let them stand.
Can I be you?
Now go.
All right, thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Good. All right.
National anthem.
Okay. Are you ready?
You may be seated. Parents, family members, graduates, and esteemed guests, I am honored to welcome you to the Manor Early College High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. It is a privilege to be here today as your National Honor Society president. Class of 2023, we made it. Now please welcome to the stage Principal Dr. Sadikova.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tulum. I would like to acknowledge Superintendent, okay, going back. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our Manor ISD Board of Trustees who have been instrumental in supporting our scholars and their secondary success. Each trustee will stand and be recognized at this time. Mrs. Monique Saladon, Board President. Mrs. Jenny Guerrero, Board Vice President. Mrs. Ana Cortez, Board Secretary. Mrs. Stephanie Rodriguez Barnett. Dr. Mary Thomas. Mr. Fabian Martinez, and Mrs. Tamika Durden. I would like to also acknowledge Superintendent Sarmani and the members of the Cabinet for their tireless work on behalf of scholars. Thank you for your support of our Manor ISD community. To celebrate this momentous occasion, we would like to ask all dignitaries, elected officials, and community leaders to please stand and be recognized at this time. As all of you saw, you got these very nice fans. You may scan the code of the fan or the armrest, we are fancy today, to view our digital program. All right. I would like to ask at this time Meg's alumni, Jasenia Correa, to say a few words.
Hello and congratulations, graduates. My name is Jasenia Correa and I am a class of 2021 MEX alumna. I attended Boston College, where I am now a junior studying psychology. Because of early college, I was able to receive full tuition through the Questbridge Scholarship. Manor Early College is the reason I am where I'm at today. Now, without further ado, I am excited to introduce our amazing keynote speaker, Mr. Rudy Nepi. Rudy Nepi earned bachelor's and master's degrees in electrical engineering from the University of Oklahoma and has been working at National Instruments for the last 16 years. With a passion for entrepreneurship and talent development, Nepi co-founded a branch of National Instruments' Planet NI program to focus on Africa. Outside of work, he has founded a dinner immersive series with a purpose of sharing culture, making connections, and building communities over experiential curated meals. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Rudy Nepi.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay? Hello, everyone. Thank you, Jasenia. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. And it's a pleasure because I'm in the midst of folks that had goals, set those goals, and achieved them. And that's huge. Despite the age gap between us, we have a lot in common, actually. I moved away from home, 10,000 miles away, to come to university in America. I constantly have to figure out how to balance work, study, spend time with friends. I constantly try to figure out what am I going to do with my life. And I always say I'll figure it out when I grow up, and I still haven't figured it out. And the other thing is that I constantly have to adapt to a new environment. You know, I remember when I moved to university the first time, language was a challenge. I come from a French-speaking country in Africa. And my friends always used to say to me, "We can never hear what you say." And I would say back, "Yes, but I can count money." So, you know, the reality is this. Although you all are wearing similar gowns, no two journey will be the same. And it's important to embrace your journey. And for some of you, your journey forward will be very similar to what you've done before because you took classes already in high school. For some of you, you might accelerate it. For some of you, it might be a reset, and it's totally okay. I think the most important thing is to embrace that journey and to own that journey. And I will tell you another story is when I moved to National Instruments, and I think I was 23, 24 at the time, I really wanted to go to marketing. Why? Because that's where all the cool kids went. You know, everybody else that was on stage for presentations always went to marketing. And the only way to get into marketing, you had to just be around marketers. So every day I'll go to work, I'll spend 3 hours with marketers, and I was 100% sure I would get the job. And I didn't. And I was crushed. Think about being 23 or 24, having your dream, what you think you're going to do, crushing you. And I did what everybody else does, and I avoided marketing. I went from being there every day for a year to just not showing up. A friend of mine helped me get through that. And then after that, I went through a bunch of random career transitions. Went on to manufacturing. I pretty much have worked in most continents around the world. I lived in Africa, I've lived in Asia, I lived in Europe. I changed jobs every 18 months. So every 18 months, the CEO of the company called and said, "Hey, I think you can do something else." And then about a year ago, I was pretty tired of working, so I just took 10 months off just because. And ultimately, if I look back at that story, it was a beginning. And what's really interesting about that story also is that a year ago, right before I was about to leave, one of the managers reached out to me and said, "Hey, I have something to tell you." I said, "What?" He goes, "One of my biggest regrets in my career is that I did not give you a job in marketing. And frankly, it was because I was worried about your accent, but you proved it to me and to the company that it doesn't matter. So no two journeys are the same. So when I think about my career success, and also academically, I graduated with a 3.8 GPA in 3.5 years in engineering. Thank you. There's a few things that I will offer to share with you guys that helped me tremendously. And I'll simplify it to 3 things. Number 1, surround yourself with the right mentors. And my idea of mentorship is just 3 ways. Someone that will help you with your homework, someone that will help you to stay grounded in your university or wherever you go to study, and someone that will help you in that industry. If you can't find a mentor, ask someone that graduated 2 years ago or a year ago. Surround yourself with people that will help you stay on that path. Second thing, always be prepared. I think some of you have been in athletics. Doesn't matter the game you played last week, it was last week. Doesn't matter if you won a championship last year, it was last year. To prepare to come to this speech, it took me about 3 weeks to prepare. I never take anything else lightly. Every day is an interview. Every time I showed up to work, it was an interview. I was always prepared. Before I went into classes, I pretty much knew the professor's office hours. I knew when the TA was available, so I always knew exactly what I got myself into. And last but not least, don't forget where you come from. And I think the reason why that's important is in this room, you are a product of the people that are behind you here or in front of you here. Your professors, your counselors, your parents, they all gave up so much for you to be here tonight. So many times I've heard someone say, hey, did you finish your homework? Are you going to class? I don't feel like it. Well, just do it and you will be okay. So think about how to stay grounded, how to think about the value that they've instilled in you, how to live those values forward, but how to come back and make sure that you also give back. So ultimately, I do believe that your journey is just getting started. You have a chance to forge your own path, and I'm excited to see what you do. So a reminder, build honest connection, always be prepared, don't forget where you come from, and to the class of 2023, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nepi. I hope that our students will be the same successful and hardworking like you are. At this time, I would like to invite our amazing salutatorian, Miss Amy Marine, to the stage. All the medals.
Hello, teachers, students, and the general public. My name is Amy Marin, and I would like to say congratulations, class of 2023. I want to start by acknowledging that our high school experience has had its ups and downs. We experienced many harsh winters, a pandemic, and threats, but I want you all to take a look around and take everyone in. We are all here. We made it, and it's a great accomplishment. I remember school being out back in 2020 before our freshman year ended, and then coming back as juniors. Now we are close to becoming high school graduates. We dedicated a lot of time and effort to the stage of our lives that it might be daunting deciding what to do next now that it's over. Some of us will go off to college, others will want to enter the workforce, and others might want to travel. But for those of you that haven't decided yet, don't worry, there's no rush. I want to thank the people that have supported us in this journey, parents who have been with us since the beginning, teachers and mentors who have had the patience to deal with us, our counselor, Mr. Pham, who has been a great help, and our dear principal, Dr. Sarikova, who gave us unconditional support and doesn't fail to send us important messages, even if it is 2 in the morning. Also, a special shout out to our Gear Up coordinator, Ms. Castillo, for coming to help us each week and being a mentor in our educational future. I'm overjoyed at finally being able to celebrate our high school graduation and getting to experience it with my dear friends, some who I've known before high school, and others who I have gained in this high school life. I remember how my friends and I would go out the day before ACC started back up just to cherish the moments of peace and fun, or how we would talk about the grades we got on our turn-in last-minute essays. You guys remember that whole rat problem? I remember Wesley talking to us about how he had stored away some chips in his desk and later found crumbs and rat feces left behind. Or the whole eating babies proposal discussion back in sophomore year. Let's not forget about the whole skipping classes. I know many of us have at least skipped one class, like going to the Starbucks down the road and awkwardly seeing one of our teachers there, like Professor Wesley. This year, I was able to partake in prom, and I'll say that it was a unique experience. I had fun with my friends, and I got to see a new side to some people. I may not have gotten involved as much as I wish I had, but I'm sure everyone has their own memorable experiences from these past 4 years. Besides that, I am grateful for those of you who have taken the time to get to know me and my story, as well as allowing me to be a part of your stories. One last thing I would like to say is, you were born to be real, not to be perfect. A quote by Min Yoon Gi that has helped me be more true to myself, and I hope it helps you as well in whatever your plans after today are. Congratulations, class of 2023. Now I would like to pass the mic to our valedictorian, Selma Escobar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we're all here for this very, very long ceremony to finally bring our K-12 career to an end. It's crazy to think our entire 14 years of boring school days are rewarded with 5 seconds worth of walking across the stage and shaking a hand, but here we are. Before anything, I'd like to thank those who helped me through this journey. I'd like to thank my parents for providing me with so much love and support and comforting me at times where it seemed like life just got to be too much. A mi mamá y a mi papá les quiero agradecer por haberme guiado por todos los caminos correctos desde chiquita y mostrándome que echándole ganas sí vale la pena. Ni tengo idea cómo tuve la suerte de tenerlos a ustedes de padres, ni cómo agradecerles lo suficiente, pero espero haberlos hecho orgullosos. Los quiero mucho. To my brothers, y'all can't really deny that I'm not the favorite now. Y'all have impacted my life in so many ways. I truly wouldn't be who I am today without the two of you. I never would have started playing soccer. I never would have tried to do good in school in the first place. And I just wouldn't have anyone to try to beat in everything. I love you both very much, and I'll always be y'all's annoying little sister. Next, I would like to thank Ms. Abusafi and Mr. Naab for treating me with so much kindness and providing me with such a safe space in some of my most stressful times. I just knew that I could always have some place to go de-stress and Jewing. I'd also like to thank Ms. Castillo, who I could go to with any question or concern I've had about college in 7th grade. I'm extremely fortunate to have had you as a guide throughout all of these years, so thank you. I would also like to give a really, really big shout out to my friends, especially Alexis, Frida, Angel, Alex, and my cousin Emmanuel, for making my senior year the amazing year I deeply hoped for it to be. Thank you for allowing me to feel so comfortable in a friendship and for just always being there whenever I need it. I'm so very, very lucky to have y'all by my side. Also, my soccer teammates. There is no one else I'd rather be freezing along with during 6 a.m. practices. It was a pleasure being able to play such a beautiful sport with some of the kindest and funniest girls I will ever meet, and thank you for providing me with memories I will never, ever forget. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the renowned Dr. Sadikova. If you ever need help on finding motivation, I'd definitely recommend sending a quick text over to Sadikova. The midnight emails and 4 a.m. remind messages from her were a bit extreme, but I guess it just goes on to show her dedication. So I'd like to say thank you for being the epitome of what a principal should be and always advocating for us MEC students. I could go on and on with thanking people, but I'm really hitting that word limit, so this is where I stop. But to anyone that had some sort of impact in my life, thank you all for everything. From all I've heard from the senior class, we all have different opinions on finishing high school. Some are excited, ready to face the world, and others are the complete opposite, sad to be leaving friends and losing a routine we've had in our lives for so long. While we are approaching the end of a life we have gotten so comfortable with, a new beginning full of unique opportunities and adventures is awaiting each single one of us. We reflect back on a very unusual high school experience, with sophomore year being online, like 3 or 4 snowstorms that gave us a break from homework for like 2 days. And possibly the most unusual thing of all, Wesley's English class, where thinking critically took a whole new level. We should all be proud of ourselves for surviving these 4 years of long, stressful essays, math assignments, DVQs, annoying SARs, and most of all, just surviving Dr. Narcisse's class. Finally, after 4 years of constant schoolwork, even during the summer, we made it. We made it to the end of what is just now going to be the beginning of the rest of our lives. Remember to enjoy life and sometimes not worry, just be happy. In the words of the great Bob Marley, love the life you live the life you love. I can't wait to start seeing the amazing achievements we're all capable of, and I wish the best of luck to you all. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you so much, our amazing valedictorian, salutatorian. Let's give them a round of applause one more time for their hard work. Thank you. And now I would like to invite our amazing partner, Ms. Lopez from Austin Community College, who is the one who registers you all the time for each semester, and she has a special speech for you. Ms. Lopez?
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adriana Lopez, and I am the ACC High School Programs Enrollment and Partnerships Coordinator. Mouthful, I know. In a nutshell, like was mentioned before, I'm the one that registers y'all for classes, processes your applications, so all that fun stuff. And to keep it short, 10 years ago, I was in a similar position as you. I sat surrounded by my high school peers and listened to an alumnus of Deerfield Academy as they recapped their experience since becoming what I at the time would call a real adult. In this scenario, I am the adultier adult, hoping to share some of the advice and wisdom that I've gained in the last decade. I know it's been 10 years, crazy. Now, as an older sister, mother of an almost 2-year-old, and a Virgo, I've got a lot of experience telling people what to do, what not to do, and how to do it right. However, I can't take all of the credit for the advice I will give you. Originally, I had 3 dichos, otherwise known as Mexican proverbs or sayings, to share with you tonight. In the spirit of timeliness, I narrowed it down to my top 1. This wisdom was passed down to me from my wonderful parents, who got it from my grandparents, and so forth. The following is the most meaningful piece of advice that has helped guide me in the last decade. No dejes para mañana lo que puedes hacer hoy. Translation: don't leave for tomorrow what can be done today. You've probably been told not to procrastinate all of your life. And here I am to tell you, once again, tomorrow is not guaranteed for any of us, so don't put off assignments, studying, asking for help, but also things that bring you joy. Friends, family, music, hobbies, self-care, sleeping, resting, eating, therapy. Building your network, so joining organizations, internships and jobs, connecting with your academic advisor and a career counselor, super essential. And then, of course, financial literacy, budgeting, investing, planning for retirement, all these great things. Trust me, 10 years feels like it's an eternity away, but it all goes by in a blink of an eye. Congratulations, class of 2023. I can't wait to see how you'll change the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lopez, for this very meaningful speech. Just deja vu how all of them went through ACC for 4 years. I also would like at this time to recognize 2 of our very special friends and guests, and the ones who have been working with you from ACC, Ms. Zuniga, and also Ms. Devon Miller, your academic counselor from ACC. Thank you so much for attending the graduation today. Well, okay, now my part. Dear class of 2023, do you remember that fall of 2018 when I came to recruit you to your middle school when you were an 8th grader? You all had so many questions about MEGS, and I just started working as a first-year principal at early college. Fun times for both of us. Your freshman year, we started very strong, and then we had long spring break when COVID hit the world. You had to learn online learning skills. Your sophomore year, we saw most of you virtually. Better say, we saw your ceiling and funny profile pictures. I learned all the ceilings of your house. Your junior year, we saw you again, all grown up, and some of you had much longer hair. And now, your senior year, your favorite class has always been student leadership. Your success at MEGS couldn't be possible without our amazing MEGS teachers, our awesome registrar, Mrs. Abu Safi, our patient counselor, Mr. Pham, outstanding assistant principal, Dr. Hansen, and your former teacher and now academic dean, Ms. Kessler. May I ask our MEGS staff, please stand so you all can give them a round of applause. All the teachers. And some teachers with pink hair. Thank you so much, teachers. There are so many great memories about this class and so much to share, but here are some highlights. You're the first class who started so many MEGS clubs and organizations who were truly student-led. Whenever the Manor community and Austin community needed volunteers and help, our MEGS class of 2023 scholars were always there. Last year, we started MEGS Research Conference, and your class had participated last and this year on such crucial topics such as nutrition, teacher and medical personnel shortages, student mental health, sports, social justice, and many others. Class of 2023 is the very first class who started 3 MICA programs. MICA stands for Manor Innovative Career Academy. In addition to associate's degree, these amazing students also learned level 1 certificate from ACC. So this is the first time in MEGS history we graduated 3 MICA programs: electrical engineering, IT computer science, and phlebotomy. If you are a MICA graduate, please stand. Thank you very much, students. Your success in education couldn't be possible without your amazing Gear Up staff. We are so grateful to Mrs. Elisa Castillo and Morgan Brooks for their mentorship, field trips, guidance, and countless hours spent with you. Ms. Morgan and Ms. Castillo, please stand so we can give you a round of applause and show your appreciation to you. We love you, Ms. Castillo and Ms. Morgan. Your class has been very unique in applying to unique universities, and we received very big and prestigious scholarships. MEGS class of 2023 received, as of today, $7.6 million in academic scholarships. We are very proud of you, class of 2023. Please follow your heart, pick a job where you can grow professionally, take opportunities when they come your way, and make the best out of your journey. Once a MEGS family, forever a MEGS family. At this time, please welcome Dr. Sermani, the Superintendent of Schools, and Mrs. Monique Saladon, Board President, to the podium. Dr. Sermani, I hereby certify that these scholars have met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Texas Education Agency and the Board of Trustees for the Manor Independent School District.
$7.6 million. I'm sure your parents are really excited about that. What Dr. Sadakova didn't mention is Manor Early College High School also has more associate's degree than any other high school in Central Texas. And I would like to point out, as if you students didn't know this, you accomplished all of this despite the challenges of virtual learning, which none of us had ever experienced in the history of this planet. and despite the fact that you faced a pandemic. So your accomplishments are even more incredible because of that. So felicidades a ustedes y a tus padres, y congratulations to all of you. So it is with great honor and pride that as superintendent of Manor Independent School District, and based on the recommendation of your principal, Dr. Alima Sadakova, I hereby certify that these scholars have met the requirements set by the state of Texas and the Texas Education Agency and are now eligible to receive their high school diploma.
Woo! When you see me up here, you have about 1 more minute before you walk across this stage and get your diploma. We are so, so proud of each and every one of you. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to thank Dr. Sadakova for your amazing work that you have done with our scholars. Thank you so much, Dr. Sadakova. I know that our wonderful Board of Trustees have already been introduced, but I would like to just recognize them one more time for all of the amazing work they do. We do this for all of you, the scholars of Manor ISD. Y'all are so important to each and every one of us, and it is all worth the work that we do. So, Board of Trustees. Also, if there are any elected officials in the audience, can you please stand and be recognized? As Dr. Sermani said, you guys did this in the middle of a pandemic. You woke up every morning, you showed up, you showed out, and now it's going to be paid off by walking across this stage and receiving that diploma. So, with that being said, as president of Manor ISD Board of Trustees, and on behalf of the other members of the board, can you please stand, Board of Trustees, with me so we can certify our diplomas together as a team of 8. I recognize that these scholars have met all requirements for a diploma, and I accept your recommendation for certification. Congratulations, scholars. We will now give the diplomas that you have very well deserved.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sarmani and Ms. Saladon. And now for the presentation of diplomas, Dr. Sarmani and Board of Trustees will you please take your places, as well as our amazing Assistant Principal and Academic Dean, Dr. Hansen and Ms. Kinsler. Parents, family members, and friends, please hold all applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. I know you're not going to listen to me, but I just said it. It says here. And now the senior class, please stand when directed. Look at them. They're already ready to go.
Selma Samantha Escobar. Amy Sadaí Marín González. Leila Dulce Adán. Tolualashe Adedayo Adeyemi. Ashton Mervyn Aguillon. Omar Albarrán Garrido. Mia Kaylee Alvarado. Andrés Rogelio Amezcua Jr. Nadine Christelle Anaclet. Madeline Ray Anders. Liliana Ángel Becerra. Octavio Aranda. Ariana Jonay Austin. Alexis Ruby Aviles. Bo Alexander Ball. Antonio Barajas Frias. Carolina Benavides Flores. Sarah Amanda Berglund. Pascal Sunday Bonyoma. Alexis Noé Botello. Delta Kaylor Bott Boyer. Jalen Deshaun Butler. Dayanara Lisbeth Carvajal. Jennifer Cárdenas de Jesús. Kiera Nicole Carter. Alicia María Castro. Ellie Ching Chan. Liliana Nadine Cheney. Shunamite Candace Chisholm. Jennifer Coronado Almaraz. Rosalí Elena Cruz. Adela de Leon Edwards. Caden Cole Densmore. Maddox Xavier Dimmitz. Fernando Escobedo. Eliza Monique Esquivel. Montserrat Estrada Salas. Alejandra Félix Arias. Mackenzie Flowers. Mia Isabel Forsyth. Amanda Natalie Garcia. Loreni Brisa Garcia Pirul. Diego García Mendoza. Jay Swain. Ricardo Ángel Gómez. Giselle González Aguilar. Natalie Marie Gutierrez. Kylie Denise Hallowell. Harith Ryan Herzl. Bianca Hernandez. Christian Hernandez. Melanie Eileen Hernandez. Frida Hernández Cuevas. Eduardo Hernández Gómez. Ali Kamalani Hui Hui. Hadia Awais Hussein. Jeffrey Intasane. Mugisha Isaya. Nicholas Wade Eisenberg. Janaya Andrea Zanel Zaniel Jackson. Cristal Lisette Jaimes. Esaid Jaimes Plata. Ava Elizabeth Jimenez. Jonathan Ezekiel Jimenez Osorio. Natalie Marie Jones. Atsiri Camelia Juarez. Axel Joshua Lara Gutierrez. Ramiro Lara. Enzo Alexander Laranetta. Juliana Isabel Leiva Estrada. Ajaij Medio. Rachel Megan Menker. Avery Marshall. Luis Alexander Martinez. Saúl Martínez Díaz. Montserrat Martínez Mata. Mercedes Yaquilín Mascorro. Juan Mederos. Lisbeth Mireles Ojeda. Amaya Simone Monroe. Derek Adrian Muñoz. Alexandria Intera Ogburn. Hersam Ortiz Suarez. Eto Sasere Angel Osemwige. Chusalet Palacios. Carla Jazmín Palacios Jaimes. Karen Perez Medina. Jason Fung. Kevin Jacinto Pineda Resendiz. Jakayla Plummer. Jacob Tin Porras. Laron Prosser Jr. Alexis Therese Reyes. Brandon Reyes. Jennifer Reyes Jaimes. Elise Lynn Rodriguez. Maritza Isabel Rodríguez. Melissa Rodríguez Mondragón. Jemiah Nicole Rogers. Isaac Romero. Emanuel Rosales. Roslyn Rosales Romero. Alexis Marie Sanchez. Jesús Javier Sánchez. David Santiago Sandoval Esquivel. Francisco Antonio Sevilla. Trenton Joseph Smith. Anthony Suarez Vasquez. Chan Tang. Dijane Kalani Thomas. Daniel Torku. Kevin Velázquez Lagunas. Ariana Alexa Vences Arellano. Ana Betsaida Vences Ponce. Ana Rosa Villatoro Reyes. T. Wa. Christopher Wallace. Alex Mateo Zuniga. Livia Ferretti.
Family, friends, staff, and members of our community, please join me in congratulating our graduates. Congratulations, seniors. And now we will play, graduates, please keep standing. Now we will play the school song. You this time you will be escorted outside the west entrance, where you will take a picture as a group picture for Manor Early College High School, and your family and friends outside will meet you in the front of the building. So graduates, I will meet you outside for a group picture. Thank you. At this time, our ceremony is concluded.